to start the show with a curveball, Rico. And I want to do something differently. Like, I think it's one thing to discuss this. I'm taking a 30,000 feet above approach. So this weekend, when Dwayne Haskins tragically passed away, the coverage centered around Adam Schefter and Gil Brandt. For those of you who are unaware, you can just Google. But, like, Adam Schefter's attempt at reporting the news, not great, Bob. Not great at all. Like, mentioning that Dwayne Haskins was a struggling football player. It doesn't really apply to a man getting hit by a truck. I digress. It didn't affect me. Gil Brandt, who Rico and I both believe could play the role of the grandmother in Wedding Crashers in a reprisal of the film. 90 years old. First of all, why is any radio station putting Gil Brandt on radio at 90?
Exactly.
I digress. But look, Gil Brandt goes out and he did crazy grandfather things. Oh, if the kid was always living to die, and if he had gone back to school, maybe this doesn't. Okay, we're done here. Somebody disconnect Gil's Comrex. So here's my question, Rico, and I'm approaching this differently. All weekend, everybody bending themselves, twisting themselves into Bavarian pretzels in the outrage cycle. And I just, why do people participate? Like, I'm willing to admit to you, I can look at the Dwayne Haskins things and go, wow, that's effed up. That's sad. And my life moves on. It's literally a nanosecond. And then I was at dinner with friends and the Gil Brandt stuff came out. And I went, well, crazy old guy said crazy things. Back to the veal parm. The idea, like when you read articles, that people, you know how they aggregate social media posts and they put it in the article? That's like the thing now. Right. I mean, Rico, you had, people like Louis Riddick up in arms and random NFL player. And I sit there and I go, unless you knew Dwayne Haskins or you are a member of his family, are you really offended by what Gil Brandt said? Are you offended by Adam Schefter? And I'm using the word offended. I'm not telling you what they did was right, but I can look at it and Rico, I go, that guy's an idiot, and move on. Why do people, because this was a discussion at my dinner with friends, I go, why would you take time out of your day to be upset about this? I don't know Dwayne Haskins. I don't know his family. And I think people can say stupid stuff and yet still keep their job. Like, help me understand this, Rico.
Okay, well, here's the thing. For Adam Schefter, his comments were just poorly worded. So, no, I'm not for him losing his job, but it was, did you really need to bring up the fact that he was struggling in the NBA? I mean, the NFL didn't have anything to do with him dying. Nothing at all. The Gil Brandt thing was a lot of questions. It was, okay, one, please don't ever have him perform my eulogy. Because he's going to bring up everything you've ever done wrong. It was embarrassing, and you're feeling like, you know what, he didn't deserve, not today. Okay, he died. His family's out there. This is not what you need to hear today. Now, not saying this stuff is not true, but it's disrespectful.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that's where you come from. Am I up in arms with it? No, I'm not.
But do you understand what I'm asking?
You can cancel Gil Brandt if you want. Gil Brandt's going to be canceled. I mean, he's already 90.
But there's the thing. What is it with the canceling comes from a place of there's this passion. There's this maniacal participation in all of it. I don't understand it. I'd be lying to you if I said it was upsetting. I found it stupid, but that's it. You get people who sit on social media all day, and these are people in the NFL too, and it's like this race to show how compassionate they can be or how outraged they can be. Why would you participate in this?
Now, you're right. There were certain people. There were some that were actually like teammates, and they immediately took offense to it.
Totally get it.
Because that's your boy.
Totally get it.
Defend him.
You went to OSU with him. You know him. You're a member of the family. Totally get it.
I think the cancel culture comes. I mean, but that's where we are right now with the cancel culture. You said something out of line, so therefore you need to walk the plank.
But why? Rico, explain it. You are an educator of youth. You are a professor. We are all just children here. You need to explain to me what planet am I on? Like, I wouldn't take 5 seconds to type something or put something out there. Like, I don't even think about Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter breaks news. He has no other value on this planet. He's not entertaining. He's not funny. He's not good on television. I think he uses way too many words to say too little, but he's tied in with the agents and breaks stories. Why? Oh, he said something messed up. And? I don't care.
But the thing is, because he's a figure, because he is he's an influencer. He is one of those people that, yes, if he says something, you take it for data. You take it for fact. You take it as, okay, if he came out and said, Lions just make a trade, we're all going to hang on every word that comes.
So did
next.
you participate in any of this weekend? Don't lie to me.
I put out one, was just like, geez, I thought Adam Schefter was bad until I heard what Gil Brandt had to say.
All right, that's more comedy than anything else. I'll allow it. David, I mean, did you have a tendency to die on some strange hills? Did you get involved with any of this outrage cyclone?
Not on social media. Not at all. I was busy, so then when I saw the story and then I saw later on what Gil Brandt said, yeah, to myself, I was like, you know what, this just wasn't the time. But I'm more upset with the host for even having him in the first place and then allowing him to continue. But I didn't need to go on social media and be upset about it.
Okay, so I'm still asking for someone to answer my question. Is this a mental defect that people have? That, like, what is the issue?
No, Mike. Not a mental defect. You know what I think? I think it's a mental knee jerk, where something is said and immediately it must not only be corrected, but the person who said it must then be, publicly just flogged so that everybody can see. You better apologize right here, right now, of what you've done and what you've said. And I mean, like, Schefter took down the tweet and he redid it, and Gil Brandt came out and profusely apologized, saying how wrong he was. And it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but, I'll let it go.
There's no real answer. Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something that struck me. And it was this idea, like, I had 2 friends and they couldn't believe, like, well, how come you're not more angry about it? Like, I'm like, because I don't care. I'm like, I don't. I go, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I go, people say stupid things all the time. Hey, Adam Schefter already misspoke. What do you want me to do? You want me to enjoy this cocktail less?
Yeah, but
Gil Brandt is 90 and probably has dementia. Like, I'm with David on this. I said to Powers, I go, I don't even blame Gil Brandt. I blame a station for putting Gil Brandt on radio in 2022. He was alive during World War I.
Yeah, he should not be on the radio anymore doing an interview speaking about anything.
He may have rode a horse in World War I.
I mean, think about this. How bad is it that when you go through your producer's Rolodex, he's your go-to guy?
Gil Brandt is who would be the Gil Brandt of Detroit?
He's your first call.
If our show hits a point where we're putting Gil Brandt on, find a new afternoon show. That might be your answer.
I mean, because it's like, I'm trying to think.
Don't do it. Don't, because you're just going to insult somebody, and then people are going to get all bent out of shape.
But let me say this about Adam Schefter, because he's done this type of stuff before. It may not have been a death of a player or someone,
right?
But he's kind of wrongly written and worded things before, and it's like, dude, that wasn't even a time.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is not a new take. There are plenty of people. First of all, let me tell you this. For people who are confused about why Adam Schefter just inked like a $45 million deal, let's be very clear about something. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, who's more important to the news cycle in football than Adam Schefter. Let's just get that out of the way. He has been selected. I don't know if it's a blood oath. I don't know if it's a deal with the devil. Whatever. Maybe he's just an incredible dinner partner. But he's been selected that the agents are all going to pour the information to him. All right, Adam Schefter, without going to a single football game, is able to deliver more news than anybody. Full stop. So sports betting companies wanted him. Why? Well, when you're betting on games, what's the most important thing? Information. That forced ESPN to pay this man a lot of money. So that is his value. But that's different than being good on TV. He's not. He's terrible. That's different than being a good public speaker. Let me help you with something. Adam Schefter is a horrendous public speaker. When you have to use 1 million words to say that Joe Burrow has a sprained ankle and is out 2 to 4 weeks, you're telling me you're terrible. So it shouldn't surprise you when a man has to type those thoughts. He can't even speak them, that he makes mistakes.